I can start after this, na?
Yes, sir. So we are live.
Okay. Dear students, hello and hi to all of you. I'm D.K. Mohan, an industry expert from the manufacturing industry. I spent around more than 3 decades in manufacturing, production, quality, handling a whole manufacturing setup. And also my skills are sales, marketing, brand building, and all things related to a manufacturing industry. I welcome to all the fresh engineers who have just passed out or who are going to pass out in few months' time. We have among us mechanical, electrical, electronics, mechatronics engineers. Students, now you have crossed the first major step in your career. You have come out with a degree, either BE mechanical, BE electrical, or you have completed diploma. Congratulations for achieving the first step. Now what next? A job or a career? A job is what? Job is a 9 to 5 job where daily you go 2 punch and 1 lunch. You spend 8 hours. But important thing is you don't know what is the future. You don't know what is your growth. After 5 years, what you will become. Whereas if you look for a long-term career, you can achieve whatever is your interest area. You can develop skills. You can be a professional. And most important, if you build up a career, is that you join as a GET and then slowly you become a junior engineer, senior engineer, assistant manager, manager. And the best thing is you can plan your career up to CEO of a company. Career means you can head a quality department, production department, design department, lean manufacturing, quality tools. So there's a difference between job and a career. Career will bring you close to industry 4.0. Today we are talking of full automation. We are talking of machine talking to machine. We are talking of remote maintenance. So all these things are possible once you build up a career. Now the billion-dollar question is, how do I build my career? With lakhs of students passing out every year, sorry. How do you stand out? How do you differentiate yourself from the crowd? Today, if I call for interviews, anybody, one post I've got, there are 50 vacancies, 50 students applying. So important is that how do I differentiate as a customer, as a manufacturer, which candidate is good for me? The answer lies in skill development. When I get a resume, I'll see whether the student has the required skills or not. The skills required by me, I'll check up. Is it manufacturing skills? Is it production skills? Is it quality skills? Is it lean management skill? New product development skills? So in Skillage, we all are trying to build up your career with lot of skill development. Only being a B mechanical or a diploma mechanical or electrical doesn't get you a job. We are a lot of industry experts today in Skillage who have mentored, have planned this course for making your career. We have identified 8 modules which we feel if you know them properly, you can put them in your resume and do very good in the interview and also look forward for a long-term career. So having skills is very, very, very important. These skills are not only the software skills. These are not only the knowing some design softwares and all, but we are going to develop skills in your basic core engineering, whether it is manufacturing, welding, whether it is new product development. So we also have a very good course on mechatronics. All these modules put together are called Graduate Engineer Trainee Edge syllabus for skill development of fresh mechanical engineers. One of the important modules which we are going to teach you is Introduction to Manufacturing Industry and Processes. If you are an engineer, 70 to 80% chances are there that you will end up in a manufacturing setup. Some few percentage may go to some site maintenance or some fabrication and all, but major industry is manufacturing, which includes automobile, general engineering, pumps manufacturing, turbines manufacturing, defense, so many things are there. So this particular module, which we are going to teach you, is called Introduction to Manufacturing Industry. What are we going to teach here? Introduction to different departments in a manufacturing industry. I'll take you through a virtual tour because you people have not been to a company. You are not seen different departments in the company. So I'm going to take you through a virtual tour. What are the major departments? What are the potential of recruitment? आज अगर प्रोडक्शन में 100 लोग हैं तो डिजाइन में कितने होंगे, मेंटेनेंस में कितने होंगे. I'll also teach you key major manufacturing processes. I'll also teach you key machining processes. And also most important is everything we teach has to be industry oriented and it has to be practical. So we'll take practical exercises on, say, CNC turning or CNC milling. Okay. So what we have seen is there's a big gap between the theoretical knowledge and the practical knowledge required by the industries. So if you fill the gap, your career is done. If you don't fill the gap, you are nowhere. You are targeting 10 to 12,000 rupees job. So when you look at the industry, manufacturing industry, this is the introductory module, I just want to keep you aware of there are different departments, purchase department, manufacturing. In manufacturing, you have planning, production, quality, maintenance, design, sales or marketing. Sales is different, marketing is different. You have national manager, you have regional manager, branch managers, you have finance, you have corporate office. So as an engineer, you can be recruited in any of these except finance and corporate. So a purchase department requires engineers, planning requires engineers, production requires engineers, quality, maintenance, design. So I've shown you a ladder. The ladder says that you can join as a junior engineer or a graduate engineer trainee and then promote yourself to assistant manager, manager, regional manager. And the final target is CEO or director of a company. So all these are possible if your first step is correct step, that is skill development. So we'll go through all the different departments when we go through the actual module. Sales and marketing is also a very good career. So recruitment opportunity in production is 60%, direct production, manufacturing. Quality control may be 10%, planning is 5%, sales marketing you may have 5% people. Design around 2%. Design is very attractive subject for most of the students I've seen. But today with so much of automation and softwares being applied, the number of actual design engineers is reducing. But you can select career of your choice. I'll also introduce you in this session on the various manufacturing processes. You see, any company, first it has to have a raw material. It does some operations and comes out with a finished product. So we have companies which are into machining, forging, rolling, extrusion, casting, metal sheet forming, electric discharge machining, pressing and stamping. You must have heard some of these words in your college, but we have to know much more deeper why rolling is done. Can any type of material forging can be done? What is the requirement for material to be done casting? When is the electrical discharge machining used? So this knowledge is more or less mandatory if you are in a manufacturing setup. You may be in design, you may be in quality, you may be in production, but knowledge to chahiye. So we will discuss these modules in much more detail and why these different manufacturing processes are adapted for a different company. So next important thing is I'm going to teach you is machining processes. What are the different machining processes? If you enter any machine shop, first is a bandsaw machine where you do metal cutting. Then you have a setup of CNC and conventional machining setup. CNC turning, CNC milling, CNC drilling, special purpose machines, copying lathes. So there's so many different types of machines which are used for converting the raw material into a finished product. All these are called subtractive machining. You must have heard the word additive manufacturing is entering India in a very good speed. In additive manufacturing, what you're doing, you're adding the material by a CAD program, and from the base you start and you build up the material by the adding and all. So there is no wastage, but it's an addition. In metal cutting, which has been happening for the last many years, in metal cutting, it's called subtractive machining. Because what happens is, I've got a 60 dia job, 60 dia round job, say 150 long. I want to remove material and bring a shape. My final product may be 40 dia. It may have some threading. It may have some grooving. So this is called subtractive machining, where you're removing the materials. I'll also teach you on what are the different generations of lathe. What is a CNC lathe? What is a turning center? Most important, we are going to teach you what are different cutting tools used, cutting parameters used, what is machining economics. We'll also bank upon heat treatment, where I'm going to teach you some part of iron carbon diagram with industry focus, not the theory focus. What is TTT diagram, how heat treatment is done, annealing, hardening, normalizing, tempering. We'll also bank upon grinding. We'll teach you what are the different type of grinding applications, what type of finish we get, and surface treatment. If you combine both these subjects, manufacturing processes and machining processes, you'll get a much better, clear idea about what's happening in the industry. And also you can come closer to answering questions of the interviewer. Once this module is over, we have in manufacturing itself, we have 8 modules where I'm going to teach one module only on CNC turning. We will also have a module on CNC programming. Because CNC programming, every engineer has to know. Most important, we also take a topic on quality and engineering drawing. I'm not talking exclusively about drawing, but how drawing design is related to quality. How tolerances are fixed, how surface finish is decided, what is the industrial application of when I use a symbol in a drawing. So you are going to become a good, comfortable person who can interpret the drawings. Because drawing, whichever department you are, you may be production, you will be given a drawing. Quality, you will be given a drawing. Final inspection, you will be given a drawing. Because you have to make, drawing is a final Bible or a Bhagavad Gita for a manufacturing setup. A good design converts into a good drawing, converts into a good product. Okay, so we are going to teach you all type of, in this introductory model, we are going to teach you, first of all, where are the different departments, what is the potential, recruitment potential in various departments, what are different type of casting, forging, all the manufacturing processes. We'll also bank upon various type of machining processes. And I'm very confident once we go through this session, your idea about manufacturing will broaden up. I welcome all of you to this class of Introduction to Manufacturing and Machining Processes. I would like to thank you a lot, and looking forward to meeting all of you